And we're joined on set now by Emily Boyle for the press review. Hi, Emily. You're starting us off with coverage of Spain's plan for a social media ban. What do the Spanish front pages look like?
Well, they're all talking about this plan for the social media ban. As I say, let's start with La Vanguardia here. This is their front page this morning here. Their headline says Spain plans to ban social media for kids under the age of 16. The paper also goes on to quote Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who says that he wants to protect minors from, quotes, a space of addiction, abuse, pornography, manipulation and violence. Now, Spanish daily El País has this opinion piece here today, which celebrates the policy and says that, quotes, it's good to see the global debate on teenagers and social media finally moving towards holding companies accountable for their harmful practices. There's another opinion piece in El Mundo here. It's slightly more sceptical than El País, in particular when it comes to implementing the ban. It asks how the government plans to block teenagers from using platforms they have been on since childhood. The paper also criticises what it calls Save the Planet rhetoric. Now, despite some reticence, this idea of a social media ban is spreading. This is a Diário de Noticias in Portugal after France, Denmark, Austria, Spain. Portugal is also considering the idea of a social media ban. The paper says that a bill suggesting a plan for future socials ban was presented to Parliament on Monday. Now, this topic has also spread to Greece. We can have a look here at Kati Marini here. This is a Greek daily. It reports that the government is about to announce a Greek version of the ban, this time banning social media for children under the age of 15.
Well, next, the first Winter Olympic events are starting today, a few days ahead of the opening ceremony, and athletes have already arrived at their Milan base camps, but Team USA's base has been getting some attention.
Yes, it's been getting a little bit of coverage, and you'll see why. This is an article in the New York Times. Team USA's clubhouse has had to be renamed. It was initially called Ice House, and it's now been rebaptized Winter House following backlash against the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency in the United States. Now, the New York Times also reports that Italians protested ICE's presence at the Olympics over the weekend after it was reported that ICE agents would be accompanying Team USA at the Games. Now, not all of the base camps are controversial. The Guardian takes a look at Team GB's home base, which it describes as being full of 5,000 tea bags, 130 kilos of porridge, tons of popcorn, and BBC One constantly playing on the telly to make sure everyone feels at home.
Meanwhile, there's another Olympic story that's getting a lot of coverage. What can you tell us?
Well, this is Russian athletes taking centre stage again in the papers. Let's have a look at The Athletic here. It's talking about Russian athletes and how they'll be competing as individual neutral athletes. The Athletic talking about their stateless existence and goes over the various bans that have been imposed on Russia since 2016. Now, this article says that Russia will probably also be banned from the 2028 Summer Olympics because of the war in Ukraine. But The Guardian is reporting quite the opposite. They have this article here today. The IOC's president, Kirsty Coventry, you can see in that photo there with FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino. She's argued that all athletes should be able to compete at the Olympic Games regardless of their government's behaviour. Now, her comments come only a day after this article. Gianni Infantino, FIFA president, as I said he wanted Russia to be back playing international football at World Cups and Russian clubs to be allowed in competitions as well. And cartoonists have had their fun with this story. We can look at this one from L'Équipe here. It shows Infantino standing in front of a portrait of Vladimir Putin, and he's holding his FIFA Peace Prize that was given to Donald Trump recently, saying this time, quote, I mean, I really do need someone to give my prize to in 2026.
And the 2030 Winter Olympics already not going to plan for France.
Yes, this is the front page of L'Équipe this morning, going beyond their cartoons here. Alps 2030 under high pressure. The paper has dedicated a two-page spread to the story. This is what it looks like. The headline here, À quoi joue-t-il? What are they playing at? The French organising committee has been plagued by resignations recently. 3 senior officials have quit in the last 2 months alone amid rising tensions between organisers. And this comes as Le Monde is reporting that the plans for the 2030 Olympics are already behind schedule. The paper says that the committee needs to speed up and work together if they're going to make the 2030 deadline.
And finally, Emily, scientists are looking well beyond 2030 and planning for humanity's future as a space-traveling species.
Yes, The Times is reporting on what has been on many scientists' minds, apparently here with this article, SpaceX, and that's not Elon Musk's SpaceX, but intergalactic intercourse space sex. This is scientists reportedly trying to figure out how best to join the 100-mile high club. It's a new type of Big Bang theory, if you will. The main issue is weightlessness, which would mean that even the gentlest of nudges could make 2 people drift apart. But engineers have come up with a brilliant solution. It's basically an unchastity belt, a kind of elastic harness designed to keep lovers together, perfect for the naughtiest of astronauts.
Thanks very much for that press review, Emily Boyle. I had never thought about Elon Musk's SpaceX that way before, so thanks for that. That's it for this bulletin. Do stay tuned, though. We have more headlines, more news coming up on France 24 in just a few minutes.
Trust is our most precious asset. Every day, around the world, France 24, RFI and Monte Carlo Doualiya join forces to bring you free, independent, verified, balanced information that fights manipulation, and in 21 languages. France Médias Monde has been awarded the Journalism Trust Initiative Standard, which guarantees the professionalism and reliability of our international news media with a score of 100%. Trust is not automatic. It must be earned and cultivated. Thank you for your trust.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.